And then after this, so this scene that we're transitioning to is what I've called on Twitter and on the Discord, that scene. What is the content of that scene? I will not elaborate, I will simply let it play out, but it's the scene that it's the scene in this chapter that I've most looked forward to, because some shit happens. Now, is it actiony shit? Is it emotional shit? It's like a whooper. Whoa! Whoa! He's got a big old mouth and a tongue. Oh boy, okay, I'm gonna draw a normal mouth on him now, as God intended, before I make it worse. God, I am like actually crying right now. I am crying right now. There are tears in my eyes. Oh my god. It works. The final boss music always works in everybody's themes. It's very cute. I would love to see it, Elvis. Show me. Fuck your fancy music. It is time for smooth jazz. I almost didn't want to use the elemental, like the special skills, but we gotta get the theme override. Exactly. Fuck your music. There. See? See? I can do it! I can do it, you son of a bitch! Damn it! There, see? Rage! Now, okay, so you guys, now if my eyes start spasming crazily like that, you have to blame Jay because it's his fault. He made me turn the setting back on. For winking. Scurvy is really taking its toll. Took Start 2 whole minutes to wink. I hate that. How I finished that math test. Because it was too long ago and I don't really remember. But, yeah, basically, why do you need to leave? You're in the middle of a test, and I just like show him my handful of teeth. He's like, okay, yeah, you can leave. Yeah, see, this is some Magnus Archives shit, but it happened to me in real life. Hang on, let me check something. I need to go and kill off that dead stream. Murder. There, I've performed a murder. And on YouTube! So hey, folks who are on YouTube and folks who are on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube, please! If you haven't already, you should. The only streamer I actually watch. That means I am your favorite streamer! Ha-ha! I win! I win! Yay! Victory, Screech! Blaze it. Wait. It needs something special. Needs a little something something. Blaze it! Aha! Welcome home, Blaze it. It's a weed joke, get it? Get it? It's a weed joke. Does Blaze it? Aha! Sound good? Yes. Now Blaze it. Destroy your family!
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Where's my portal gun? Why do we have this machine? Ew!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Gertrude Robinson? Is that you?
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Well. offshorebanking.com. Your best option for doing offshore banking. I'll be really and fully honest with you guys. I have had no need to understand why offshore banking is a thing, aside from people mention it when you like want to have money that gets around the law a little bit. I don't actually know, like, what it entails, so this is me being like, ah, yes, offshore banking! Put money in my account, please! I want you to imagine that with the same cadence of, ah, yes, I do the marijuanas! I am lit! As the teens say. Ah, yes, look at these motherfuckers. Oh, yes, hello, sir. Would you like a delicious hors d'oeuvre? Take that munchie. Ah, yes. Must have been high in umami flavor. Exquisite. Yes, hello, you, sir. Fine patron of the arts and the finer things in life. Would you care for the taste of one of my bombs? Very delicious. They're absolutely dynamite, I do say so myself. Haha, see? It was a joke about the fact that you exploded and died. Yes. Yes. Anyway. This was the room I just came in. Okay, this is not the room I just came in. Hello! Hi, everybody! Happy Wednesday! It's Wednesday stream! Whoosh! Yes, 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 the new star transition still looks good. Hi, everybody! What's up, gamers? Who's ready to draw? And by draw, I mean fix the lettering for hopefully more pages than I got done last time. Hi, hi, hi! Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to second stream of the week. Second stream of the week. Second stream of the week. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Ha! You're so right, though. You're so right. It is Wednesday. Oh shit, it's the Wednesday song. But yeah, so today's stream is going to be more of what we were working on last time. We are tweaking old Castoff pages and making them look better, and first step of that is going through and redoing all the lettering bubbles. And I didn't get quite as much done last time as I wanted to because you guys were being really distracting because you were being nice to me. So hopefully we will get more done this time. That's not to say that I was joking. You guys don't have you guys are fine. You guys are fine. Don't stop being nice to me. Just so I get more work done. This song just reminds me, for a very long time, like a couple months at least, I used this song as my hype up song before stream started. Because this is like way at the bottom of my Stream Jams playlist. And so I would go find it and I would listen to it like during the starting student screen. Look at everybody using those emotes. Yeah, so that's the thing. After the stream on Monday, I went back and added a bunch more emotes. So I believe I have 12 slots for emotes now in total, which accounts for most of the ones I had done already. So we have a bunch of new emotes. So if folks have a membership, you can use my special little star emotes now. Yippee! How dare you to be nice to the streamer? Yeah, how dare you be nice to me? How dare you? But yeah, so I am hoping... We're close to the end of Chapter 3 for the relettering, and so I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to finish Chapter 3 and 4, like the rest of Chapter 3, and maybe even Chapter 4 today for the relettering. So, yeah. We shall see. Quick, be mean. No, don't be mean to me. Don't be mean to me, though. Just don't be nice. Just... oh, god damn it. How the heck are there 70 people here? Where are you guys coming from? Hello? Hello? You've never tested negative reinforcement on Star's productivity before? No! Don't be mean to me on the internet! Banned! Banned! All of you banned. Don't be mean nor nice, be neutral. You are a YouTuber that exists. I sure as shit am, my guy. You are so right. You sure as shit are right. I cannot dispute that. That is a fact. I am a YouTuber and I sure as shit do exist. Good golly. All we know for sure is that saying extremely cursed things to her hurts her productivity. Yeah, more so than being nice. If you guys are just being rowdy and fucking weird, that's what turns my brain into sludge. You guys are saying cursed things in my chat, I'm just gonna be like, y'all are a bunch of fucking weirdos, and then I gotta comment on it. So that's why you guys should not say cursed things in my chat. You should be normal. Be normal. Star exists? Whoa, I know, right? Holy shit. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine existing? I can't. We don't even exist, it's just a figment of your imagination. You know, technically I can't prove otherwise. You guys could all be a bunch of bots with a bunch of different usernames. And I've just been talking to myself here this whole time. Woo! Spooky. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Imagine existing. God, right? Oops, I missed one. I missed one. I enjoyed scripting this bit. Just Ariana snark. We're all bot star paid to boost her internet numbers and feed her addiction. Time to cancel her for it. No! You think I'd pay for bots? I'm too big of a cheapskate for that. I'm too big of a cheapskate for that. I barely even pay for necessary things. Gives her money so she can buy more bots. Oh no! It's the never-ending cycle. Oh, so unrelated to whatever you guys are talking about, I have an update on some cool stuff. Now hold on a sec. Why is there? Okay. That's where that was. Okay. So my how to webcomic books from the Kickstarter. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I wrote a book about making webcomic. It's called Making Webcomics. It's called How to Webcomic, and I ran a Kickstarter to fund the printing of the books a couple months ago. I need to double check. I need to actually check the proof they sent me like 10 minutes before the stream started. But I think I have gotten the proof to a good enough point where I can order a physical proof version of Le Book. And then once the proofs are approved, then I can move forward with actually getting the whole big run of 3,000 books printed. And I cannot stress this enough, It is happening. It is happening. The updates, I haven't really had any updates to share recently just because I've been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with the printer, trying to get the proofs, like, get all the issues ironed out, get any kinks worked out before we go to printing. And I think we should be just about there at this point. Like I said, I need to go and, like, check over the proof. They just sent me one. Like, I sent them the files, for my most recent proof on Friday. But they don't work on Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday was an American holiday, so I had to wait, like, almost over half a week, before I could actually, get the proof to me. And I was sitting there, like, sitting on my hands, like, I can't really do much until they send me the updated proof, so... but they finally sent it to me. So I should be able to check that over after the stream, and then, like, send over the last couple things, and then I can order a physical proof from them. So, yeah. So yeah, hopefully updates to that coming relatively soon. It's been taking longer than I anticipated. I was hoping to order the books closer to. I was hoping to get the books, like, ordered and everything and have production started already, but going back and forth with the proofs took a lot longer than I anticipated. So unfortunately, I am a little bit behind, but should still be fine. Should still be fine. Yeah, so that is the exciting news of today. Books are happening. Slowly but surely, books are happening, so. It's this kind of stuff that just makes me, as as much as I want the Castoff books to happen as soon as possible, this whole back and forth has made me really happy that I decided to save the Kickstarter for Castoff Volume 1 until next year. Because I would have been so fucking stressed out if I had to go back and forth and I was on the time limit of the end of the year. That would have stressed me out so fucking much. So I'm glad I decided to wait, even though it does mean that unfortunately we do have to wait for next year for the Castoff Kickstarter. But it'll be better for my brain overall, because it means that I can just kind of, you know, take my time with the revisions, get everything looking really nice, and I don't have to worry super duper much about, like, being super duper prompt with everything. And I'm just, my mantra for my 30s is stop doing stuff that you know stresses you out if you can avoid it. And being put on a deadline like that would have stressed me the fuck out. So, wait a little longer, don't burn yourself out. That's what I'm trying to avoid, so thank you guys for your patience. Y'all have waited like 8 years for this book. You can wait a little bit longer. I'm sorry to make you wait, but it's gonna be for the best. I just really want the books to turn out really, really good, so. Yeah, and then the comic comes back from hiatus in 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. So that's cool. I've fallen behind this week. I usually try to do my comic work on Mondays and Tuesdays. Monday, I was busy taking my cat to the vet and doing other stuff. And then Tuesday, I was busy with something else. And then today, I thought, it's like, well, I can work on comic pages during D&D on Thursday, so I think I'm going to prioritize getting my next video done. So I got my next video done this morning, and then I was done with that by like noon-ish. And then I thought, okay, well, cool. Now I can spend the rest of my evening sitting on my couch and being comfy and drawing comic pages. And then my iPad was at 5% battery. I was like, okay, fine. And so I went and I put it on the charger, and I was sitting there, and then I fell asleep watching YouTube videos on my couch, and I woke up like 30 minutes before the stream was supposed to start. And I was like, damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it. So I am behind this week, but I've gotten all my other deadline-intensive things for the week done, so should be fine. I'll probably end up sketching, or at least trying to sketch a little bit after the stream, and then doing some more probably during D&D tomorrow. How many chapters do you plan to make for Castoff? There's 11, so how many more chapters will there be? I don't know the exact number. So here's my thing. I know everything that's going to happen. I have, like, outlines for the rest of the story that are already finished, and they're probably not going to change too much. Like, I might add some stuff, I might subtract some things, but in general, I know the outline for the rest of the story. So my estimate is there'll probably be about 20, 21 chapters total-ish, probably. So here's my thing, is I have a general idea of all the stuff that's going to happen, but I'm not sure exactly where the chapter breaks are going to end up being. That's the stuff I usually don't decide until I start scripting. And I don't start scripting until it's closer to when I actually draw the chapters. So it's a little tricky to say, but my estimate is probably about 20 chapters total. So I told people that chapter 10, the end of chapter 10. Chapters 1 through 10 is kind of like season 1, and chapters 2 through is kind of like the second season. Okay, so there's the other one. Yeah, it's hard to say because, like, I mean, this comic is going to take me many more years. But I might move this one. Okay. I might actually redo this one. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Lettering. Yippee! More questions. Plan to restock Ari keychains? Yes, eventually. TBD. How long did it take to design Rory's concept? I don't freaking remember. What's being changed about the pages currently? I'm redoing the lettering because they used to be in a different font. I used a script in Photoshop to change the font for all the letters. Just kind of all in one swoop, but my old dialogue bubbles were a lot more inconsistent, and so I'm changing those now. I remember when I first posted this page, because everyone knew Frankie was coming, right? I had posted art of him in the past. I had, he was in all of the promo art. He just hadn't been in the comic up until this point. And, this was the first time he got mentioned, and everyone was like, oh my god, Frankie's happening soon! Frankie's happening soon! Oh my god, he's happening! He's coming! And so, like, for the rest of this chapter and for most of chapter 4, everyone was like, when's Frankie showing up? When's Frankie gonna bust through the wall and show up and be the best character immediately? And I was like, patience all. Oh god, it's the dreaded 4 period ellipses. I did it again. I keep doing that. Doing ellipses with 4 periods instead of 3. It has happened multiple times, and I don't know what was up with that. I don't think I was doing it on purpose. Oh, so I was watching the VOD from my Monday stream just out of curiosity. I wanted to see like what the chat looked like, and I was checking on stuff, and I realized that when I sing, my singing is off. But there's a when I sing along with my music, when I hum along with it, it's like a second behind. And I didn't realize that I forgot that I did that, but the reason it does that is because my motion tracking is just like a smidge behind my audio, and so my lip sync is always a little bit off. So I adjusted it so that the audio, the words I'm speaking coming through the mic are like 300 milliseconds behind when I'm actually saying them. And it helps make the lip sync more accurate, but then I realized, oh wait, that means that whenever I sing along to my music, it's kind of, you can hear there's like a delay. And it's like, ah, shit. So I think I need to either turn off that delay or also delay my music. Never noticed it. Oh, it's pretty noticeable if you're like, if I'm humming along with the music, and you're listening to the music and then also listening to me, you can notice it. I can notice it at least. Load, baby, load. Disco Inferno. Oh yeah, I was gonna do something really quick. Gonna make my chat box. Whoa! Not 4,000, 400. Silly Billy. There. There was a tangent between... You could see that there was an error. My, the edge of the dialogue bubbles for the chat boxes were tangenting with the side of the, There was a tangent with the side of the Clip Studio window. Wide chat! Wide chat! Wide chat! Indeed. Oh, look, it's these two. It's the babies. It's them and Zara's first appearance being an edgy boy. Edgy boy with his edgy boy helmet that I gave him just so I could have a dramatic face reveal in a couple of pages. He's an edgy boy. Edgy boy Zara. Uh-oh. Look at... So, look at this fucking horse's tiny, tiny head. Oh no. 2016 art. Oh no. Tiny, tiny horse face. Tiny, small face, small horse head. Small. I'm gonna redo this bubble. Yeet. Oh no, see, this is sometimes like the errors that my, that the script did when I ran the script to change all the fonts. Sometimes it fucked up the lines and the lettering a little bit, so I have to go back and adjust those in a couple places. Here, you know what, actually? I'm gonna make a new preset. There. Here we go. And we can get rid of this one. Okay. All the others look good. Oh boy. No, don't be doing this. Don't be doing this. Don't be mean to me. Why are you chugging so much? Stop it. I can get rid of this one now. So this is what the old font looked like. Oh, no, wait. No, that is the new font, but... This is blurry, but that's what the old font looked like. We'll have to redo all that text too. Lettering! Whee! Font archaeology, yeah. Seeing behind the curtain, the old pages. The fun fact, Sonia and Taryn, these two, they were almost not in the comic at all. Like, I came up with them very, very, like, close to when the actual comic started being published. I wanted to give Zara a couple people he could hang out with, to kind of, like, talk to. And so, they kind of just showed up pretty soon before the comic went to, started being posted. They're a comedy duo, and I like them. Okay. Okay, so that's the right size. Cool. All these are going to be blurred. Darren's just so much fun. I love him. He's dumb. He's the closest. Well, I guess. Do you guys think that Frankie counts as a himbo? Because if not, then I feel like Taryn's more of a jock. I feel like he might fit it a little bit better. The himbo moniker. The sacred title of utmost importance to this stream. I just feel like in my heart of hearts that Taryn suits it better. You love your dumb son? I do! I do love my dumb son very much. He thinks he's a detective. Look at him. Technically, that's not until a later chapter, but... Detective Taryn's on the case. I should have drawn him for the Detective Mail Club. He's the one who thinks he's Sherlock Holmes. Just because he's nosy. Honestly, Taryn is all of us. Nosy motherfucker. I kind of sort of wrote Taryn and Sonia, and also Liam by extension, into the story as, like, they're sort of kind of audience surrogates. Where, like, they're kind of asking the same questions that the audience would be asking. And I mean, it's also just largely because, you know, people in the narrative would have the same questions as the audience, right? And so the two of them, 2/3 of them, are kind of, like, they're asking the real questions. They're the audience surrogates, basically. So one other thing I want to do with the print edits is I need to redesign the logo for the Capitol, like the royal shield or whatever, like the royal symbol. Because this is what I have right now, which is kind of like it's like a two-pointed crown, kind of. It's kind of plain, and I want to do something more with it. I just kind of designed it like the instant I needed it in the comic. And so I feel like I could make something better. That's another thing I'm gonna do. The print edits are just basically an excuse for me to go back and, like, revisit a bunch of stuff. I'm probably also going to be redesigning the castle pretty significantly, too. Which is going to involve a lot of redraws of all these scenes. Which is going to be a pain in my ass. Oh, sick. I don't have to do any relettering on any of these pages because there's no lettering because the characters aren't talking. Love that for me. My poor sweet boy. He has been through so much. Ariana's fake-ass snoring. Her fake-ass snoring. She's such a bitch. I love her. Squibble. When I used to work in Photoshop, I had a leaf brush that I used like all the time. You can see it in all these pages. When I started using Clip Studio, I started using different leaf brushes because the ones in the programs are different. You can see this one all over the dang place. Oh, hello? Squeaker Boodle, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if I already told you this, but I'm making a webcomic called Sins to Solace about a trans girl who befriends the 7 deadly sins, so I just want to say thanks for inspiring me. I think you have mentioned that before, but that's super cool. Thank you so much, and I hope it works out for you. Good luck. Do it. Make a webbed comic. Do it! Honestly, I could probably get rid of the super chat alerts now. Because the super chats actually properly show up in the chat box now. I feel like I can probably turn the alerts off, right? Probably. Wiggle text. Oh, missed one. Hope you enjoyed the art attack, by the way. Yeah, the Verity with a flamethrower? My goodness, I cackled. Ah! She's not a war criminal, damn it! Everyone keeps saying that, but she's not. She's baby. God damn it. Well, it's like the drawing is very cute, but my goodness. Not a war criminal. Why does everyone keep saying that? Oh wait, I just realized I should not have drawn the little squiggle line. I like to draw those on a separate layer so there's easier to fix if I need to adjust them. You can be cute and be a war criminal? Sure, but she's not a war criminal! She's not! She's Baby! For those who don't know, Verity is the name of one of my D&D characters for a campaign that we're not streaming. It's just one that me and a couple of friends are playing in. And I've drawn my character and all that stuff, but... I posted, like, her on the Discord. She's a little shy baby tiefling with a lot of shit going on, but she could be. But she's not! She is not. She would never. And she is a sweet little baby. Sweet little angel baby face. And everyone keeps calling her a war criminal on the Discord for no reason. She's not a war criminal. She has it in her. Verity contains multitude. She's not a goddamn war criminal. Stop it! Banned! Banned for slander. Slander banned from my baby. She is just a little baby. Ah, yes, this scene where Zara has a long face and a big forehead and talks too much. I'm waiting because, like, it takes a while to open these files because there's so many layers. Just a couple of talkative motherfuckers. There he is. There's the baby girl. There he is. Oh boy. Zara in real life would not appreciate that nickname, y'all. But I don't care. What the H? Where is this? Where is this blurry coming from? Where's this blurry text? Get out of here. You have any plans for other comics after Castoff? I can't even think about that yet. Castoff's gonna take another, like, several... It's been 8 years and I'm barely even halfway done with the story. I can't think about shit after that. It's way too early. I can't think that far ahead. Oh, there's another dialogue bubble I need to fix. Oh, the Cherry Clown, thank you for the super chat. Flip a coin for me, please. Heads and I'll become a patron. I don't have any coins near me. I don't have any coins on my desk. Okay, here. I have a Vesper Noir VTuber keychain on my desk. I'll flip him. I'll flip him. Okay, so heads is the side with his eyes open and tails is the side with his eyes closed. Yeet. Oh no. That's a tails, baby. You're safe for now. He landed on the sleepy side up. But speaking of, if you guys want to become a Patreon or a channel member, either or, Star Honest, well, yeah, I'm not so desperate for patrons, I'm gonna lie to people. But yeah, so I'll talk about the Patreon a little bit. So I have the Patreon and I also have my channel memberships, and they both have similar rewards, but they're kind of different things. So for the channel memberships, basically just gets you YouTube-related rewards. So channel memberships gets you the star next to your name, the green name in the YouTube chat, in the actual YouTube dialogue bubble on stream. Your name will be red, just like the bots in the stream and the mods and me. You also get all my emotes that you can use, and the more members I get, the more emote slots I unlock, so that's convenient. And then you also get all my videos early. In fact, I just finished the video that's going up this coming Monday, and if you join the membership, you can watch my new video right now. I just finished it today, and I posted it for channel members. So that's what you get if you join the channel memberships. And that's like $2 a month, $2 USD. I made it pretty cheap because I didn't think it needed to be super expensive. I mostly just wanted people to be able to use emotes if they wanted. But then the Patreon's a little bit more, there's like varying levels, varying tiers to the Patreon. The Patreon, the base tier will get you access to a couple of other things. But the $5 tier is the one that I kind of encourage people to join, because that's the most bang for your buck, I would argue. That gets you early access to Castoff pages. You get to read Castoff pages like a month in advance. You get all my videos early. You get your name in the credits of my YouTube videos. all that stuff. And then I have higher level Patreon tiers, which is how folks can get the monthly mail club stuff that I do. Been meaning to check my budget for cool artist support fund. May do it at some point since I got so many artists I want to support. Well, I would appreciate it, but it is never required. I always want to make sure that folks are supporting themselves before they support me. Make sure that you can afford it and it's not going to upset your checkbook too much. Look at this 5-head. Look at this 5-head. My Castoff hyperfixation is eyeing like that Patreon, like, Well, it is there if you decide that you want to join. You'll get to read pages like a month early. And if you're on the Discord, you'll get your name in purple. You'll get one of the special purple Patreon names to show that you're a cool kid. Off to all the plebs in the Discord, the non-patron plebs. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. But yeah, you'll get to read pages like a month in advance. Here's a little bit of, here's maybe some incentives. Folks who join my Patreon and get to read pages in advance, they already know, they've seen the purple face reveal. The purple guy, the one who showed up, like, right at the end of the, right before the hiatus, that weird silhouette. Patrons know what he actually looks like because they're, they got to read ahead, so they already know what he looks like. I'm just saying. And they're also gonna find out his name pretty soon. The Jerry Clown, thank you for the super chat. If you want another chance, Google can flip a coin. Okay, fine, I'll do the Google coin flip. Alright, flipping. That one's also tails, and I am not shitting y'all here. I'll take a screenshot of it, look. Where is it? Just let me paste it there. Womp womp. Womp womp. Weep warp. Stop being so honest. No, I pride myself on my honesty, goddammit. I'm not one of those fake-ass YouTubers who fake shit for views. Unlike some of my YouTube comments might insinuate. I haven't had many, but I think I deleted it. Because I have a one strike, you get shot with lasers rule. But I think I did have at least one comment of someone saying, yeah, no, I super did at one point because, like, I got back-to-back comments. One was, yeah, this story's, like, super fake. And then the next comment I got on the same video was like, I'm so glad to have finally found a channel that doesn't fake their story times. And I'm like, which is it? Which is it, guys? Make up your minds, y'all. Collective YouTube comments consciousness. Sheesh. Everybody knows that the YouTube comments are a hive mind, so why can't they just get their shit together? Huh? Kind of wanted to join, I'll wait till next stream. I mean, listen, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to rely on a coin flip, right? To tell you what to do. This isn't D&D. You can just do the things you want to do sometimes. I mean, if the things you want to do are crimes, maybe don't do that, but... See this little bit of dialogue? This is foreshadowing for stuff that doesn't happen until, like, chapter 11. Foreshadowing is a literary device, you see. Oops. I forgot a period. Oh no. Punctuation! My nemesis! Ah! Oh boy, these two talk a lot. Y'all talk a lot! If I redid these pages now, I would probably break this up into 2 separate pages. There's a lot of dialogue. But I don't want to completely redraw these pages, so... Ah, yes, see? More bullshit! Last word of this dialogue bubble got cut off. My dumb script. I think I have a typo in there. not. These two just talk so much. Very, very talkative. Little beans. Oh, so I have some big news for you guys. Huge news, gamers. Huge news. I cooked real people food last night. I cooked food. I know. I'm also shocked, and it's like... You know how I was talking on a previous stream about how I used to eat instant curry all the time and I missed it? Well, guess who happened to spot boxes of curry when she was at the Asian market a couple days ago, bought some and made curry last night? This kid. This kid did. I made curry, and my god, it made so much. I'm gonna be eating curry for like a whole week, and I have a whole other box of it. But like, I went to the store on Monday, and I bought some veggies, and I had some chicken in my freezer, and so I cooked that in my curry, so I made chicken curry, and it's pretty good. Now you don't have to eat drywall. Shut up about the drywall! Although I do think I need to actually make that shirt that says eating drywall is my passion. Just to confuse the boomers who might see me wearing it. Because that would bring me much joy. Confusing people with my shirt where I talk about eating drywall. Yeah, so I've got like a big freaking tub of curry, and that shit'll probably last me like a whole week. My one issue is that I bought like mild curry because, as you guys may have guessed, I have a very low spice tolerance. And so I could have bought the kind that's like, you know, like a little bit spicy, but I'm like, no, I'll just get the mild, it's fine. But turns out the mild is a little bit too bland even for my white people sensibilities. And so now it's just like, well, I have this, but it doesn't really have much flavor. So I was texting a friend last night being like, hey, what can I add to curry to make it have like more flavor? And she recommended a couple spices I could add to it. Cause like, I would just go and buy, you know, like the next level up of spicy next time I go, but I bought 2 boxes of the mild curry mix. So I'm like, I need to add some zing to this, I think. But yeah, I mean, in case you guys didn't know, I fucking hate cooking, so me cooking literally anything is like a huge deal. I hate cooking. I hate cooking. Yeah, I hate spicy food, but I'm not a coward. I will do the spicy noodle challenge, and I still have 3 of those ramen kits in my pantry. Next time I see my brother, I might pawn them off on him, to be honest. But... what about baking? Baking I like better, but I still don't do it very often. I mostly do baking for fun, like, if there's gonna be a family get-together, I'll bake cookies, right? That's my usual go-to. I have this one peanut butter cookie recipe that I really like, which I add chocolate chips to it. Oh, it's good. It's the good shit. Star is one of the white people that I forget are white sometimes. Surprise! I mean, I joke about it all the time. I feel like it should be pretty hard to forget that. I'm pale as fuck. I'm reflective. Jay's made fun of me for it during D&D because I've got a window, like, right behind my desk. And so when I turn on my webcam when we're playing D&D, we play D&D, like, kind of early in the morning. We start at, like, 10 a.m., and usually the light is shining through my window at just the right angle that it literally reflects off my skin, and it's so bright that it fucks with my webcam. And he gives me shit about it every single time. The first time it happened, I was like, oh, I'm gonna open my blinds so that I can have a little bit, of natural light in here. And when I opened my blinds, it was like, Fuching! And he was like, the beacons are lit! Gondor calls for aid! And I'm like, shut the fuck up! He's not here, though, so he can't make fun of me. He can't add to my shit. You're just so normal that I don't clock you? What does that mean? What does that mean? Am I just like too much of not, do I need to act whiter? Is that what you're saying? How do I act whiter? Do I go and like be an asshole to retail workers? Is that what I should do? Should I do that more often? Will that help? And talk about unseasoned food more? I take back everything I said about my curry not being spicy enough. It had no spice. It was still too spicy. Talk about how mayo is spicy. Oh, it's not spicy, but you know, like there's a little bit of a flavor to mayo, but I think that sometimes people mistake it for spice. Now, to be fair, there is like spicy mayo, but I don't tend to eat it very often. I like spicy mustard in very specific contexts. I like mustard on burgers, but it has to be like spicy mustard or also honey mustard. I can't do normal mustard. Normal mustard is fucking disgusting and I don't like it. Write a strongly worded letter to your HMO. I don't even know what HMO means. Hella modified organism. There, I got it. Some non-spice or spicy enough, you might have an allergy. Oh, that's true. There's macaroni salad at the function. What you do? Your VTuber needs to be more white. She is white. She's just not like literal paper white. What? I meant HOA. No, I'm sticking with HMO. Hella modified organism. Is saying hella too California? Is that too California of me? So here's a fun fact. I don't generally have any like food allergies, but I did discover recently I don't know if it's like an allergy or if it's just an intolerance. I don't know. But apparently being allergic to red food dye is pretty common, and I think I have that. because whenever I eat red velvet, bad things happen to my intestines. Bad things. And I used to eat like fruit snacks all the time. And I would have bad times in the intestines, like every time I would eat fruit snacks. So I cut the fruit snacks out of my diet, and then I stopped having bad times. I was like, okay, maybe I'm just allergic to like the general food dye. But then like I went to, when I was at AWA to visit my friends one year, we went to a donut shop and they had like red velvet donuts. And I ate one, and then like 6 hours later I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then Sarah was like, oh, well, you might have like a red food dye intolerance. I'm like, interesting. So like, I've never been tested for it or anything, because like, it's not gonna help. But apparently like there's an ingredient in red food dye specifically that is a pretty common allergy. And I think I might have that. Because my intestines do not like red food dye specifically. Very strange. Strange food sense. No red 40 for you. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Like red 40 dye, I guess, has some kind of ingredient that a lot of people are allergic to. Star when red food dye starts crumbling. No! Like, here's my thing. I'll still eat it. I'll just not go anywhere for the rest of the day. It's like, this is probably going to cause me some intestinal distress. I need to stay home for the rest of the day and prepare myself for it. You're allergic to the color red, yet your VTuber model is wearing red. Yeah, I'm not gonna just eat my clothes. So it's fine. Also, it's red food dye specifically, not the color red in general. That means Sarah's allergic to her own blood? No! My blood is not made with red food dye! Guys! Food dye specifically, not the color red. Sheesh! How do you know it's not food dye? My blood? How do I know that my blood is not made with food dye? Huh, good question. Glad you asked. Y'all are fucking... You know, y'all were being so nice to me on the last stream, and now you're telling me to drink my own blood to make sure I'm not allergic to it. What is this dichotomy? What is happening here? Last stream y'all were being so nice. Sheesh. You said last stream we were being too nice, so we're just making up for it now. God. Ah. 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 You're on Team Vampire on Art Fight, so it makes sense. Yeah, because I like red better than I like green. I still need to do some stuff for Art Fight. I'd like to do at least a couple. I probably really only have time for, like, sketches, though. I just finished reading, oh god, what's that comic called? Icy Copper, that's what it is. I started reading that comic a long time ago. And I caught up back then, I think. Or at least I got really close to catching up. But, I apparently only got, like, halfway through. The comic is finished now, so I got up to about the halfway point, a little over the halfway point. But I got distracted and I didn't catch up with it for a while, and then it actually finished recently, so I went back and I finally finished reading it, and I want to draw some of the characters now because they're cute. They're cute. I actually also finished reading another webcomic recently. I've been doing just like some reading in bed, like reading comics on my new iPad because the screen's so big I realized that it's actually very easy to read shit. I hate reading like Webtoon comics on my phone because they're so small. And I know sometimes they're like intended to be read at that small, but I want to be able to see the art, damn it. But now that I can read on my iPad, it's nice and big. So I've been doing a little bit of that. And I won't say the name of the comic, but what I will say is, like, it's one of the Webtoon originals. And, it's kind of sad. You can tell that, like, they were definitely on a deadline when they were drawing the pages because there's a lot of, like, close-up shots. And I'm like, man, I wish I could see what this comic would have looked like if you weren't under the extreme pressures of Webtoon deadlines. Because I feel like it's being detrimental to your art. It was just kind of sad. It's like, I know that, you know, people do what they have to do, and I'm not like ragging on them for that, because like the art's still really good. The art's still really pretty. It's a lovely comic, but like you can kind of tell that they were under a really strict deadline and they couldn't do as much with it as they might have done otherwise. And it's just like, I just fucking hate Webtoon. I hate Webtoon. I blame Webtoon entirely for it. Because Webtoon sets unrealistic standards and does not pay their artists well enough, and it's fucking bullshit, and we hate Webtoon in this house. We do not disparage the artists, we disparage the people who put them in those positions, damn it. Ugh, I hate Webtoon. Yeah, it's just the thing with Webtoons is because their deadlines are so intense, You can tell sometimes when the artist was having a hard time keeping up with the deadline because their art is, like, maybe not as nice as it would have been if they had just been allowed to draw it at their own pace. So it's like, God damn it, Webtoon. Stop pressuring your artist so much. Damn it. We hate Webtoon in this house, by the way, in case you didn't know. I'm not gonna go on my full rant. If I go on my full Webtoon rant, I'm gonna get distracted and I'm not gonna get anything done. How has it already been an hour and a half? Jeez. Jeez Louise Crease. Do the rant. I've done the rant in the past. I'm not gonna do it again. No, I don't want to go on the full rant. Whenever I go on the Webtoon rant, I get really negative, and I don't want to be a negative person on stream. Plus, if I get distracted doing my Webtoon rant, then I'm not gonna get as much work done. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, here, I'll give you the short version. I don't like Webtoon for similar reasons why I don't like Twitch. They disrespect the people who actually, you know, make their websites worth using. They don't treat their artists well. They don't pay well enough for the ridiculous standards they hold their artists to and, like, the speed that they have to go to. Their pay is garbage. They've become kind of a hub just because people don't know how to read I feel like Webtoon is lowering people's webcomic literacy. Because freaking everyone's like, oh, I love Webtoon, and they don't realize that Webtoon is not the only place where you can read webcomics. And I hate that freaking a brand like Webtoon has become synonymous with all webcomics. Because webcomics are like cool indie shit where the whole idea is that everybody can make one. You don't have to be tied to a brand, but now Webtoon has just like, yeah, a freaking monopoly on them. And it's just, I hate it, 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 I hate it. And they don't pay their artists well enough. And they're greedy as shit. And they don't actually, like, you know, help advertise the people who are, like... They have, like, a set of a bunch of different comics that all fucking look the same. Because that's where the money is. And they pretty much only advertise those comics. Like, Webtoon used to have a recently updated section. And that's how I got a lot of my early viewers when I first started using the platform. And then at some point, they got rid of it. And so now, like, there's... Organic growth on Webtoon is fucking horrendous because there's no way for people to find new comics easily. Fucking bullshit. Pretty much why I'm more of a Tapas kid personally. See, Tapas kind of has a lot of the same problems, but it's not quite as bad from what I've seen. Like, no platform is gonna be perfect, right? But I will say that, you know, Tapas has been much better to me. They actually pay me, which is a big first thing. Yeah, one of my other reasons I hate Webtoon is they had a program where people who weren't Webtoon originals could earn like a decent chunk of money every month. And then they discontinued it and replaced it with ad revenue, which makes like maybe 1/100th of what I used to be making. and they said they were going to add a tipping function, but you know they're going to take, like, a big chunk of any tips that pass through their platform. Fucking bullshit. If you ever want to... Here's a pro tip, y'all. If you ever want to tip an artist, go straight through some sort of tipping platform specifically. Like PayPal or Patreon or Ko-Fi or something. Don't tip them directly through the platform, because that just means that the don't tip them through Webtoon. Don't tip them through Tapas, unless, like, you happen to have some of their e-currency or whatever and you want to use it. Then that's fine. But if you want to drop, like, a tip on an artist, it's better to do it through, like, an actual tipping platform, because they won't take as much of the money off the top. Like, Ko-Fi is great for that, because they don't take any money up front. Like, they have to pay the payment processor, so, like, 3% goes to the payment processor, but Ko-Fi itself doesn't take any fees. And see, some folks might say, Star, you're biased because you're in, like, the Tapas, like, payment program or whatever. And, like, here's the thing. A, I joined that after Webtoon turned off their payments. Like, they discontinued the program where Canvas creators could get paid. And then, like, a week later, Tapas was in my inbox being like, hey, do you want to join our revenue share program? And I was like, yeah, sure. Sup. So it's like, of the two, I made a crunchy ass meme about this, and then my Tapas person saw it, and so he's like, I liked your meme. It was extremely deep fried, and I was like, oh, thank you. But I basically made, like, this long rant talking about how it's like I'm not going to be prioritizing Webtoon anymore, and I made the meme that was like, friendship ended with Webtoon. Now Tapas is my new best friend, because it's true. Fuck Webtoon. We hate Webtoon here. It's pronounced coffee. Star is just a weirdo. No, I've heard it's actually pronounced Ko-Fi, apparently. Like, the creators have said that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. I think it's stupid, but... yeah, I need to make this text smaller. Okay. Is this a GIF versus GIF thing again? I don't know. I think it's you have a silly name for your program and now people don't know how to pronounce it type of thing. More so than that. Refuse to pronounce it any way other than coffee because the other way is stupid. And here's the thing, it's like, I do kind of agree with you, but at the same time, coffee is just a word. And so people might not realize that you're talking about, like, the actual, you know, tip platform. If you just say coffee. I don't know. I don't really have I don't have a big dog in this fight. I don't have strong opinions on it. apparently it's Ko-fi. But see, I hate that more than Ko-fi. Because that just sounds like... Because that just sounds like you're pronouncing coffee wrong. It's all silly. It's all a bunch of nonsense, everybody. More Kofi, Wiggins. Yeah, exactly. It just sounds like you're saying coffee like a weirdo. Actually... Oh, whoa! Ah! Birds and nerds, thank you for the $20 coffee donation! I appreciate it, thank you! Oh, I gotta go check if there was a message attached to that. I think if there was, it would have shown me, but I don't know. Okay, I don't see a message, but thank you so much, I appreciate it! Ah! Oh, okay, there is one. As a webcomics person, really appreciate the Webtoon rant any day, enjoying the stream. Oh, thank you so much! I appreciate it! Thank you! Anytime with the Webtoons rant, I have words with any platform that does not treat the people who use it and are the reason why the platform is able to make money. I don't give positivity to platforms that don't treat their creators with respect, right? That's why I stopped using Twitch. The only reason I still use Webtoon is because I know that people are gonna look for my comic there, so I might as well keep it updated, right? But I pretty much never update it. I update it like exactly once a month, just so I can advertise the new mail club every month. But I've stopped doing regular updates because fuck Webtoon. Fuck Webtoon. They don't get any more. It's like, they're not gonna prioritize me, then I'm not gonna prioritize them. Fuck you. Fuck Webtoon, ew woo. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I should start adding like an addendum to the end of each of my Webtoon chapters, like, hey, Webtoon doesn't support its artists enough, and I'm only gonna be updating this like once a month just so I can advertise other things. So go read on these other platforms if you actually want to support me as an artist. Hey. And then I look at Tapas and I'm like, hey Tapas, look, I'm getting more people to read on your platform. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna, I don't know. You gonna do anything for me? You wanna advertise my comic more? Tapas has been good to me though. They've been very nice. And they actually give me money. Unlike a certain Webtoon developer. Oh my god! Komatsu, thank you for the $30 coffee donation. My good... Kofi. However you say it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. You guys have done a face turn. You're being nice to me again. You're doing it again. I didn't know we could tip via Ko-fi. I've been wondering. Yeah, I've been forgetting to put the URL in my YouTube description, but I finally remembered to add it. So, so yeah. Do we have that command? We should. Try tip instead? Exclamation point tips, maybe? It's in the YouTube description at the very least. That should be a Stream Elements command. I don't know why it's not working. Here, mods, ping me on the Discord and I'll check that after the stream. But yeah, if you want my Ko-Fi link, Coffee link, Ko-fi link, however the hell you want to say it, it's in the YouTube description. So you can check it out down there. Been wondering, I'm already a patron, so yeah, and I appreciate it, thank you! You guys have circled back around to being nice to me. Good golly. We stand supporting artists properly. Heck yeah! And I appreciate it. How are there 100 people in chat? Where are you guys coming from? Hello? Hello? Ah, Alicorn Artist, thank you for the super chat. I super love your work. What platform would you recommend for new webcomic creators trying to grow an audience? As far as webcomic platforms, the big three is like, listen, I hate Webtoon, but everyone is there. So like, at least post on Webtoon. Tapas is also good. Tapas and Webtoon are pretty similar update-wise. And then if you want to make a more customizable website, I personally have never used it, but Comic Fury is another good one. If you want to make like a more personalized website for your comic, you can even like attach a custom domain to it. I know that some folks who can't afford proper hosting, they usually will do Comic Fury instead because it lets you customize the site more without having to pay for hosting and stuff. It's still a free platform. But yeah, like, as much as I hate Webtoon, I have similar rants for Webtoon and Etsy. They suck, but they are good for beginners. So, unfortunately, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and use those if you want to get, you want to get your foot in the door. You kind of got to jam your foot in there. Although, honest to God, though, you know what has been the best, the hands-down best thing I've done to advertise my webcomic? Like, legitimately, the best thing I have done to get more readers for my webcomic. Out of everything that I have tried, the 8 years I've been making my webcomic, you know the best thing that I've done? Start doing YouTube. I am being 100% serious. There is a visible spike in my analytics for Castoff's website. For when like my first video went viral back in January, when the stabbing story video went viral, you can look at the Castoff website analytics and there is a visible spike. And then it went down after the spike, but it was still like my average page views doubled after my first video went viral on YouTube. And then after like I think it was March, I had both of my videos in March go viral. There was another spike, and then my views went up like 50% after that. So like, if you look at my analytics, hang on, you can see. So like, when I first started my comic, my average like daily views were like about here, and they hovered. Guys, my analytics have stayed the same. My like page views and number of daily users on the site have been the exact same for like 6 years. They have barely changed at all. And then when my stabbing story went viral on YouTube, it went like, And, you know, like, everyone was going and checking it out. Everyone was, like, reading through the comment. And then it decreased after that, but the average stayed higher. It stayed higher. It didn't go all the way back down. And so this is what it's been. This was, like, January. And then in March, I had another, like, couple of spikes. And it's like this now. It was like this for years. Years and years and years. Like 6, 7 years. It was just like this. Completely flat, no matter what I tried. I was doing Instagram. I was doing Twitter. I was doing TikTok. I have, like, over 100,000 subscriber, or, like, followers on TikTok. And I was advertising my webcomic there all the goddamn time. It didn't do shit. YouTube. Within 6 months of me starting YouTube, this happened. So, like, if you guys notice me prioritizing YouTube a lot these days, that's why. YouTube has been, like, the biggest source of, like, actual noticeable growth for my comic. Like, I know that people have found me on social media. I know that people have found me on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and all these other places. But YouTube has been... there's no contest. YouTube has been, like, the biggest help for advertising the series. It is honestly wild. If I had known that YouTube was going to help this much, I would have started a channel, like, years and years ago. Freaking crazy. Gotta love how you barely did anything and all of a sudden you're making good money. No, yeah, like, I mean, I posted that video on YouTube, right? The short where I talk about how I got into doing YouTube. I think, yeah, I did, because I posted that one on all my platforms on the same day. I posted a short on Monday kind of talking about how I got into YouTube and how I just kind of went like, oops, I'm a YouTuber now. It was entirely the fault of my webcomic panel. Because I ran it on Twitch and then I uploaded the stream archive here. And then it went viral. And then like 3 years later, I was like, you know what? I could actually be doing more with YouTube. And then I did. And now it's just like improved my life so much in like the barely a year I've been doing it. So if you guys, again, if you notice me focusing a lot on YouTube, that's fucking why. That is why. Yeah, so, me and Webtoon, or not Webtoon, God, not Webtoon, me and, YouTube are besties now. I know that YouTube has its own set of problems, but honestly, it's like, YouTube has been such a major help for, like, my everything in the last year since I've started that I kind of have to just... Every platform has flaws, but I'm willing to overlook the YouTube flaws because, my God, it's been, like, so helpful. So helpful. Relationship ended with Webtoon. YouTube is my best friend. I mean, more specifically, friendship ended with literally every social media platform. YouTube is my best friend. Like, I'm still gonna keep using Twitter. I'm gonna keep using Instagram. I'm gonna keep using TikTok because I have audiences there. So I'm gonna keep using those platforms. But like, I'm not gonna put nearly as much focus on them because I feel like I don't need to because YouTube does so much better. You and your chaotic stories are my inspiration for making comics. Oh, I'm glad! And, like, that's the other thing, too, is I've gotten so many people saying that, like, I've inspired them to make comics, and I'm just, like, rubbing my hands together like, yes, that was the goal, yes! Yes! Inspiring creativity, baby! Go out there and make cool shit! Do it! Do it! But yeah, I've been putting a lot more focus on, like, making short form content recently. I've been making, like, little shorts. I guess you guys have probably seen them, my shorts that I've been posting. So I'm working on those, because those are supposed to, like, be really good to help with, you know, getting your stuff out there in the algorithm, and I have noticed that my view counts have been going up. Like, none of my shorts have gone super viral on YouTube since I started posting them. But they've been doing well on other platforms too, is the thing. The nice thing about shorts is I can cross-post them, like, everywhere, so I can repurpose them, which is very, very good for my brain. It's like recycling. And, I mean, it has been, like, gradually helping my view counts increase, and, like, I feel like more people are finding me in the algorithm recently because I've been posting shorts, and so my goal is that hopefully if I just keep doing them, and people keep watching them, then it will be good for me long term. I do have a lot of ideas for them. I've got a, Jay's actually been helping me write some. I've been giving him, like, passages from my book and been like, here, can you make this into an interesting short script? And he's like, sure. And so that takes some of the work off of my shoulders, which is very helpful because, as you guys may know, I am busy as fuck, like, all the goddamn time, and it's exhausting. And so being able to, like, you know, pawn off some work onto my friends in exchange for currency has been very helpful for my brain. It frees up my schedule so that I can work on other things and do even more stuff. It's been very nice. I'd love to do videos about doing, like, Artist Alley and stuff too, but my my Artist Alley vlog videos, they never do very well, and so I'm kind of nervous that if I do Artist Alley shorts and things, they might not do as well. They might not perform as well. I mean, I've had videos like that perform well on TikTok though, so I'm willing to give it a shot, but I'm hesitant, I suppose. Love your content and I'll watch all of it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so off topic, but just talking about my webcomic, this scene, this little bit, now that we've seen the opening bit from chapter 11, you guys have a bit of a clearer grasp of what's going through Zara's brain in this scene, huh? Huh? Maybe you have, like, a slightly better idea of what the boy's thinking about in this here scene. Wink. I literally watched that child get impaled. Yeah! It's like, what is that? I think it's like a Fallout meme or something. It's like an achievement, thought you died. Thought you died, and it's like the dude, like, reeling back scared. That's Zara. Thought you died. Did you hear about the new meta competitor to Twitter? Are you going to open an account there? I hate Facebook, so probably not. I am on Blue Sky, though, mostly just kind of as an experiment to see what it's like. I like that there's no ads on it right now. So that's nice. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep using Twitter because it's easy for me to schedule posts on there, and I'm addicted to posting, but... I'm willing to experiment with other things, and so far Blue Sky seems like it's the most promising. Wait, is Facebook making a comeback? Not if I have anything to say about it. I hate Facebook. I stopped using Facebook years and years and years ago. I still technically have an account, and I'll check it like once a month. Okay. And with that, we are done with Chapter 3 relettering. It only took 5 hours of streaming. Woo! Yay! Chapter 4! Whee! Let's go, gamers! Woo! This is the type of thing where, like, yeah, I could do it a lot faster if I was just doing it while I wasn't streaming. But it's boring to do when I'm not streaming. So I like to stream it, because it is more fun. Hello. Hello, chicken. Are you awake from your nap? Yes. She's a baby. Oh. I drew these in there a long time ago to remind myself to fix this continuity error. Just big, ugly squircles to remind myself to fix the fact that there should be a bed sheet over this window corner. And I was like, don't forget to fix that! Don't forget to fix! Jeez Louise. Okay, there's no, like, actual dialogue on this page, so I can kill that one. I'm really excited to see where Castoff is going to go. I'm very, very invested in the story. I love fantasy. Thank you! I also like fantasy, and I'm also very invested in the story, so I hope you guys enjoy what's coming soon! Although I'll just go ahead and use this as a convenient reminder to plug for you guys that if you join my Patreon, you can read Castoff pages over a month early. Wow! It's like 8 or 9 pages in advance, I think. I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot. It's like a month early if you join my Patreon. There is a link in the description, and also if the mods don't mind dropping it in the chat. Where the F is this? There we go. How many chapters are you going to put in the book? The volume 1 will be the first 4 chapters. So we'll get up to the end of the chapter where Frankie is introduced. And then after that will be the end of volume 1. And then volume 2 will be... I'm trying for 4 chapters per book. So then volume 2 will be 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the idea is that if there's going to be like 20, 21-ish chapters, there should be about like 5 books probably. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. My only issue is that some of my later chapters, like the chapters get a lot longer. And so volumes like volume 3 has 2 chapters in it that are like chapter 10 was over 100 pages and chapter 11 is probably also going to be over 100 pages. I don't know why I'm saying probably. It's definitely going to be over 100 pages. Because I've thumbnailed up to like page 93 and I still have like a few scenes left. So yeah, I might have to shift around how many chapters are in each book, just depending on page count. So don't hold me to that. But yeah. Would you consider making volume 1 5 chapters? That would make the book almost 300 pages. And that would be a whole other chapter that I would have to go back and adjust. Plus, I like where the volume ends with chapter 4. Because, like, the ending of chapter 4 is, like, kind of, we're setting out on the adventure proper. We've got all the prelude done, and now it's time to actually start on the adventure. And so I kind of like that ending. So I think that volume 1 is going to stay with chapters 1 through 4. But everything after that is like, I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, I'd like to keep it to 5 volumes, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. If it ends up being more than that, then I'll figure something out. What I will say is that I finally went and bought the hardback volume 1 of, like, Full Metal Alchemist has started doing, like, special edition hardbacks. They're calling it the Full Metal Edition. And they are very pretty. They've got, like, foil. They're hardback. There's, like, foil on the cover. There's, like, glossy pages. It's really nice. And what I will say is that it is definitely motivating me to want to do a hardback edition of Castoff. That's all I'm doing. And that's all I'm saying is that it's making me really, really want to do a hardback edition. Hardback Castoff. Let's go, gamers. Because, like, I know that... Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is that probably Castoff will mainly be soft cover, but I will also offer hardcover editions as, like, a stretch goal, maybe. Like a limited edition stretch goal. But I know that some webcomics just do hardbacks. Because they're like, this is a physical book, it's gonna be nice, might as well go all the way and make it look really good. And if I went with a hardback, then I would be able to justify having thicker books because they'd be sturdier, right? I don't know. There's part of me that, like, I want my books to be light enough that I can carry them to conventions easily, and hardbacks are very heavy. So I definitely do still want to do a paperback edition. What I'm thinking I would probably do is have, like, I would print a limited number of special edition hardbacks as a stretch goal for the eventual Kickstarter. And those would be, like, once I sell out of them, I don't plan on restocking them. But the books would be mainly soft cover. So, but I still have time to waffle it over, though, so. Thinking about it. I pawed through, I read through the FMA hardcovers, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so pretty. It's so pretty. I want my book to be pretty and have a hardcover edition. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Can't save. Vector's escape attempt. The boy has read too many books where this might have worked. What the fuck's happening? My layers are getting all screwed up. Oh, but Jesus. Oh my god. He's just a little guy. I love him. He's my boy. Might just keep this one the same. I'm pretty satisfied with how that looks. Why do I get the feeling that Vector would have fallen and broken something if Ari hadn't walked in? Because he would have. That's a correct assumption. Listen, it's only a second floor fall. He probably would have been fine. But he would have sprained an ankle real bad and then hobbled off into the woods. So what I will admit, I guess, is that sometimes going back through these old pages makes me think, like, you know, every artist has, like, has their hang-ups. Everybody's gonna get imposter syndrome at some point. Everybody's gonna have bad days when they don't like their art as much as other people do. Some days are better than other days, etc. I definitely have those days where sometimes I look back on my old comics. Where I'm just like, wow, who would read this? I've definitely had those days where it's just like, this isn't good. Why do people say that they want to read this? But all the nice comments I've been getting from people who have been like finding me recently on YouTube and stuff has been really nice. It's been helping me kind of ward off those thoughts when they show up. So I really do appreciate you guys like being so nice and leaving all the nice comments and stuff and saying that you enjoy the comic and things, because you know you try not to rely on the validation of others because you know it's a non-reliable resource, right? But it's very nice to get nice comments from people who say that they like the comic, and I do really appreciate all you guys being so nice to me recently. It's been really helping me kick that imposter syndrome in the ass. Yeah, Castoff is just kind of like, it's my baby, it's my fun little comic that I make mostly for me, and I'm really glad that other people do enjoy it, because that just makes it easier to motivate myself to work on it, you know? It's like, I have no plans on dropping the comic anytime soon, so don't worry about that. I love this comic, and I'm gonna keep working on it until it's done, goddammit, but... having people who are so nice and who I know like it does make it a lot easier. Fills my heart with good vibes. Where's my water? I'm thirsty. Air's been really dry recently. My hands have been getting really dry, and it's not usually a problem I have. It's been driving me crazy. Like, can we not do this? Okay, that's what it is. Fix that. god. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're good. Okay. All right. Okay. What is going on? Thanks for so much. You inspire me to chase after my dreams. I've been making a comic for years, but I struggle to get eyes on it, but I'm never going to give up on it. Yeah! Make your comic. Do the thing. Where the fuck are my layers? Okay. Also, guys, I just want to reiterate, I can't respond to every single chat message. I'm sorry if I, like, miss a few, but please don't just, like, spam over and over and over again. It's a lot easier for me to keep up a conversation if we keep the chat messages on topic. Okay? Like, if I can't pause and, like, answer every single question. There's too much going on and I'm getting a little bit overstimulated by how fast the chat's moving recently. Oh my god, please. Why? Why isn't it working? Okay, there we go. Shijus. I know a spell. Shijus. Yep. That's how we spell it now. I'm coming up with new words. What would I do if someone offered to make Castoff into a movie? I don't know. Probably... It would depend on who's asking. Because, like, I mean, I think I've talked about this before, but there was actually, like, someone who was trying to ask me if they'd let me, or not if they'd let me, but what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to remember what it was. My brain doesn't work today. I am sorry, you guys. I woke up from a nap before stream, and now I don't know who I am anymore. I love your art. Thank you. My train of thought has completely derailed. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm tired and my brain's not working right. But yeah, so someone did actually contact me. This was many years ago, and it obviously did not happen. But someone was asking, like, hey, do you want to pitch Castoff to be made into an animated series with our company? And I was like, and so that was like a 2-week-long panic attack of, what do I do? Do I have to get a lawyer? What's going to happen? Oh my god. It very obviously, nothing happened with that because it wasn't a thing, but... Yeah, I mean, it's the type of thing where, like, I don't think about it very much because it's so unlikely that it's going to happen, right? Like, people have asked me in the past, like, oh, well, what actors would you cast to play as your characters? And I'm like, I don't freaking know. I don't know any actors. I know, like, 3 actors off the top of my head. I know 1 actor off the top of my head, and it's David Tennant. Don't ask me why. I maybe had a crush on him when I watched 10th Doctor in college. And he's, like, the only person who, if you ask me, like, hey, name an actor, it's always, like, David Tennant. Because he's the only one whose face I can remember, just off the top of my head. You know what? Everyone keeps telling me they imagine Frankie with an Irish accent. What about a Scottish accent? Frankie played by David Tennant. Yeah, it's like, I would love it if Castoff became an animated series, and like, I kind of write it as if it were an anime, right? Because like, in my mind, I kind of pace it like each chapter would be an episode. But also, it's like, if I think too hard about it, I'm just gonna get sad when it never ends up happening. I'm just gonna get sad when it never ends up happening. Frankie played an Austrian accent. What does an Austrian accent sounds like? I thought that said Australia at first. Isn't Austrian just really close to like a German accent? I think the only person I know with an Austrian accent is Kiara from Hololive. German sorta. Okay, because like I can barely even think of what a German accent sounds like. I'm not good with accents. Oh, hi, Milo. Milo is here. Milo is here, everyone. Hi, kitty. Do you want to say hi to chat? No, she does not. She does not. Here, if you guys spam the Milo emote in chat, then maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll want to talk if you spam the emote, summon the kitten. I feel like I have a Molly emote too. I feel like I should get that one up on my YouTube, but Molly doesn't interrupt my chats nearly as frequently. But I do feel like it's not fair. I need both kitties. I might adjust that later. Kill one of my other emotes to give access to the Molly emote. Who's Milo? Milo's my kitten. She is a little baby and she's a pain in my ass. You know how she went to the vet, or Molly went to the, I was at the vet with Molly the other day, who's my other cat, and I was talking to the vet, like, you know how there's that joke about cat owners where if you have two cats, one of them's normal and one of them's crazy? Molly's my normal one, and Milo's the one who has violated the Geneva Convention. Hi, Milo! I don't know if that picked up on the mic, but the kitten is screaming at me. Milo, what are you doing? Can I grab you? Can I grab you? No. Can I grab you now? Yes. Oh, grab this baby. Baby grab. Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward. Baby's here. Okay. Milo, what do you have to say to the people? What do you have to say to the people? Do you want to say anything? Chat is all ears. She's just blinking slowly at my computer. Hi, baby. Hi, what are you doing? Are you a kitten? Are you a kitten? Yeah? She's just staring at me. She's just staring at me. Hi, do you want to be a lap cat? She's not usually a very good lap cat. She likes to stand on my lap. Hi. Hi there. Hi there. When a cat slow blink, that means they love you. Milo loves chat. Yeah. Hey, baby. She's just chilling on my lap now. She's chilling. Oh, nope. She's standing. Oh. Oh. What you doing, Kit Kat? Yeah? It's La Criatura. La Criatura is here. Okay, she's leaving. She has left. Hey, don't chew on the charger cable. No. If you're gonna chew on my cables, I'm gonna force you off my desk. You'll be good. Do not chew on my iPad, or I will disown you. That cost like 10 times as much as you did. She's being bad. I would never actually throw her out onto the street, but I would be very upset if she chewed on my brand new iPad. Don't stand on it either! No, if you're gonna be a menace, you're gonna get off my desk. Shoo! This is what I mean when I say that she's a little baby war criminal. Causing problems live on stream. So Milo inspired Verity? No! Because Verity is not a war criminal, god damn it! Sheesh! Whoa. Okay, there's chat. Chat disappeared for a second. On my screen, anyway. Don't unplug my PC, please. You stay away from there. I know my cable management is shit, but that doesn't mean you get to chew on the cables down there. Chew. Go away. One more Milo scream for the road, huh? I can never be sure if her screams show up on the mic. That's the only problem. Hi. You want to be a lap cat again? You here to distract me while I'm working? Don't chew on my armrest. This is the same cat that was trying to chew on marble the other night. I told you guys about that, right? Tried to chew on my bathroom countertop as if that would actually do anything. You're a little monster. Yes, you are. You're a chaotic little chicken strip. Here to cause problems on purpose. Yes. Yes. Here, how do you like these head pets? Oh no, she's biting me. Oh, she's a vicious, terrible, terrible creature. A little apex predator. Biting my hand. Crunch. Crunch. Oh, I have been killed. I have been slain. The apex predator. Oh! Oh, she is biting me. Oh, she is doing me a chomp. Oh, no. Hey, do not chew on the cords. Okay. I should specify that when I say she is biting me, she is just like putting her teeth on my hand. She doesn't actually like bite hard. She just like puts my hand in her mouth. Bitey little gremlin. I hate the big dumb circles, but I'm just gonna have to leave them there until I fix that issue, right? Or else I'll forget. And it's something that a lot of people yelled at me for when I first posted these pages, and I never fixed it because I was a lazy person. He's baby. He scream. Hi. What? I hope you guys are enjoying the cat stream intrusion, because he is up in my business. She's probably hungry, even though she just ate dinner like 2 hours ago. You shouldn't still be hungry. You just had dinner. Right before the stream started, I gave you dinner. You should not be hungry. Make epic videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. 2 whole hours, she's starving. I know, I'm being so mean. So cruel and not feeding her. She just wants to consume. Page is taking 1,000,000 years to load. Bounce into the music while I wait for the pages to open. There's so many layers and I'm opening several at a time and it takes a hot minute. Where's my drink? Come on, buddy, you can do it. There we go. Small, and then I can add the floozity floops around it. Oh, hello, ma'am. Are you here to be a creature? Gonna rub your face on my iPad? Hey. What are you doing? Have I ever told you guys, Milo talks back to me. Whenever I yell at her because she's up on something she should not be up on, she chatters back at me. I'll be like, hey, get off the counter. And she'll be like, meh, 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 meh. I'm like, no, get off the counter. And she'll be like, meh, 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 meh. She literally talks back to me. She's very sassy, aren't you? Yes, you're very sassy. You're a sassy cat. I give you kisses. You crawl up into my space and you get kisses. That's what happens. That's how this works. If you don't like kisses, then you should not have climbed up on here. If you did not want kisses, you should not have climbed up on my desk. And now I'm not going to let you go. Yeah, squirm all you want. I'm going to give you kisses. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah, she got a lot of back talk. She got a lot of sass in her. This sassy baby. She likes to get up on my work table when I'm packing orders for my shop. And she knows she's not supposed to be up there. So I yell at her. I'm like, Milo, get off the table. You're not supposed to be up there. You're going to step on something important. And she's like, meh, 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 meh. And like, I told my parents that she does that, and I don't think they believed me, but then she did it when my mom was over a few days ago. And I'm like, see, I told you. This cat sasses me. She freaking sasses me. being a fuzzy little butt to me, her person, who feeds her and snuggles her. And she is just rude. I think I need to retype this one. Okay. And this old one can get yeeted out of here. And this can get yeeted out of here. So this chapter was actually kind of hard to write. Because, like, it was kind of the first... We're starting to get more inklings that Ariana, like, feels bad. But she's very much, like... I was always really happy whenever people, like, kind of caught on to what was happening in this scene. Ariana is very much, like... She's more actions than words. And so... in her mind, it's like she feels bad about what she did to Vector and she feels bad about what happened, but she doesn't like to just, like, come out and say, I'm sorry, and so she'll, like, do stuff. She's, like, her love language would definitely be acts of service, right? Because she's like, apologizing is awkward, but I can do things that will help show that I'm sorry instead of just saying it. And I just remember when I got my first comment of someone kind of picking up on that, they're like, oh, I get it. She's like, she feels bad and she wants to say sorry, she wants to apologize, but she doesn't know how to actually say it with words, so she's just gonna do stuff instead. And I'm like, yes, you caught it exactly, yes. I remember I felt so much more confident about my writing that day because it just felt really nice that, like, people are actually picking up on the hints that I was dropping and all that jazz. I'm retyping this bubble to be less long. Preferring to do something instead of fixating on apologies. Yeah, that's it. This is a win for all the Arianas and acts of service motherfucking girlies everywhere. I mean, I feel like at this point it's pretty obvious in the text. She's not good with words. She is a very brash person. But I think there's expectations that every grievance has to be resolved with dramatic and lengthy apologies, otherwise it's not valid for some reason. Yeah, because, like, this is kind of a thing that's come up with Frankie, too, right? Like, everyone's like, when's she going to apologize to Frankie for being such a bitch in Chapter 5? But at the same time, like, she's not the type to just, like, apologize with words, right? Because it's awkward and she doesn't know how to use her words well. She's not very confident in her communication with other people. And so, like, I like to think that, you know, by this point it's obvious that, like, they have kind of forgiven each other just through the narrative, right? But Ariana, how do I word well? Yeah, exactly. I love your vids. Thank you! If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then actions is 10,000. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's very much her mindset. And it's like, I don't think that she would, like, you know, actually think in full sentences about, like, I feel bad, I'm going to do this thing. It's just kind of second nature. It's just how she treats it. It's like, okay, well, I feel bad, so I'm going to do something about it. It's like, in her mind, it's, I feel bad, I should apologize, is not the, like, brain root, is not the rooting of the dialogue tree in her head. It's, I did something wrong, I should make up for it. I'm going to do something to make up for it, right? Yeah, I've had people compare the characters to, like, the Green Lantern comic characters, but, like, I have no frame of reference. I have literally never read any of those comics or watched any of those shows or anything, so I have no idea. Any similarities are entirely coincidental because I'm not familiar with that, like, comic series or TV show or movie, or I've never seen any of it, so can't help y'all. Can't help there. Clearly this was inspired by Homestuck. Banned. Banned forever. Banned forever. Banished to the Shadow Realm. 5 ever. Who is Homestuck? I wish I knew. I actually almost included a Homestuck related story in my cosplay stories video, but I opted against it because the video was already long enough and it wasn't, like, actually about any cosplay that I'd ever done. but I remember at IkiCon a couple of years, like many years ago actually, this would have been like 2012, 2013 or so. I remember, so the hotel that IkiCon was in one year, they had like a substitute venue because I guess the main venue was under construction or something. And it was like this hotel that was kind of a donut, and then where all the rooms were in the donut, and then the interior of the donut was like a big grassy courtyard. It wasn't that big, but it was like big enough for like, that's where all the photo shoots and cosplay gatherings were happening. And I remember at one point, I was hanging out there, and there was a Homestuck photo shoot happening, and there were so many of them, they took up like half the courtyard. And I was trying to get to the other side of the courtyard, and so I was kind of walking through this Homestuck photo shoot, like through the crowd of people, not through like where they were taking pictures. I wasn't being rude or anything. But I remember like they called up a character, like they were said, okay, all of this character, come to the front to get your pictures taken. And somebody was like, oh, that's me. And like, shoved a really expensive camera into my hand. It was like, here, can you hold this? And they just disappeared. They disappeared. And I was just like, And I think this was before any of my friends got into Homestuck, because once my friends got into it, I saw enough of their reblogs on Tumblr that I picked up all the character names. Like, I didn't know anything about them except like the very, very basics. And I knew like character names. But this must have been before then, because I was just like, all these characters they're all gray. Oh god, they all look the fucking same. And I like didn't get a good look at the person who passed me the camera, but it was like a really nice camera. It was like, it had a lens, like one of those big lenses. It was like a DSLR camera, and it had just like some traces of gray paint on the camera shutter and stuff. So you can tell that this was before arm stocks were a thing. But they just passed me this really expensive camera and disappeared into the crowd. And I was just like, and I was stuck there for several minutes, because I was just so like, the pictures ended. It was like, okay, so they called up the next character and everyone went back into the crowd, and they didn't come back. They didn't come back. And I was just like, whose camera? Like, it got to a point where I was like, I need to go to a panel, but I don't know whose camera this is. All the gray characters look the same. Oh no. And so at some point, they just kept taking pictures, and I could not figure out who the fuck, for the life of me, I could not figure out who had given me this camera. And I was like, do I just put it on the ground? But then what if someone steps on it, and then the person whose camera it is, what if they blame me because they passed it to me and I've been entrusted with this camera? I can't let this random gray stranger down. What do I do? And I was stuck like that for like 5 minutes. I was just I was cosplaying. Here's the throwback. I was cosplaying Doctor Who. I was dressed as David Tennant in this literal sea of Homestuck cosplayers. And I didn't know who anybody was. And I was just with this camera. And I didn't know who to give it to. And eventually I was just like, whose camera is this? And I asked that for a couple times. And then eventually the person just waddles through the crowd. Like, oh, that's mine. And I'm like, take it back. It's like, take it back! And then I just ran. I just left. They might have been lying. It might not have been their camera. I did not care. I just fucking left. I was just like, here, bye! And I just, pew! I left. So that story was gonna go in the cosplay stories video, but I ended up nixing it just because it wasn't really related to any of my cosplays, and all the other stories were. And so it didn't really fit. But so yeah, that was a thing. That was one of the cut stories from that video. it's their fault entrusting their camera to a literal stranger. Yeah, but I mean, you know, conventions, we're all friends, right? It's a con. They were obviously a teenager. Like, we're all friends here. Cons were different in the 2010s. Were you at 2012 DashCon? I didn't know that DashCon was happening until I started seeing posts about the train wreck on my Dash. I remember exactly where I was. I was in my sophomore dorm in college, and I was reading Tumblr at my desk, and I started seeing posts about DashCon and how much of a nightmare it was. I'm like, what's DashCon? And I just started seeing more and more and more of it. But yeah, I didn't even know it was happening until it was already too late. But yeah. That's exactly the type of internet train wreck that I love watching YouTube video essays about. I have been, oh boy. If folks haven't seen it, so I did not know who the fuck Colleen Ballinger was until all the shit started coming out and everyone and their mom is making videos about like how bad that situation is, and I'm just like, oh goody, this will keep me entertained for weeks, won't it? Just hit play and grab some popcorn. It's like, oh boy, more drama that I have nothing to do with and I have no emotional stakes in. Pass the butter for my popcorn, please. It's like, yes, it's a terrible situation. It's a fucking nightmare. And I, like, seriously, like, sympathize with all of the poor people who were involved in that. That shit's not okay and that was terrible. But she made an apology video with a ukulele. That shit is fucking hilarious. I can only get into YouTube drama if I have nothing to do with it. If there's nothing to do with me, then I will just enjoy the shit out of it. It's like, yup, show me the train wreck footage. Show me the train wreck. So yeah, I have watched several videos. That's what I was watching a video essay about that whole, like, bullshit. When I was making curry last night, I was chopping my veggies and getting blinded by onions and listening to someone talk about the horrible, like, Miranda Sings accusations. And I'm like, oh boy, this is a hot fucking mess. God damn. Blinded by onions. My brother always gave me shit about it when we lived together, but my knives are not the best. And onions are a lot, like, cutting onions hurts a lot more if your knives aren't sharpened. Because I guess, like, if you slice through onions really neatly, it doesn't spray as much of the acid. But if you have a dull knife, it, like, crushes them instead of slicing straight through them. And so it releases more of the acid that makes your eyes water. And I had to, like, mince onions for my curry last night. And my one kitchen knife that I have is not very sharp because it's cheap and I bought it in a set for $60. And I liked it because the handles are rainbows. And it's not very sharp, and so when I was done cutting my onions, I, like, literally could not open my eyes. It was so bad. I've always been real sensitive to the onion cutting. Oh, Ash Wong, thank you for joining the memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy emotes and early videos and all sorts of other stuff. Thank you. Put a cup of water next to the onion. When cutting it, the water attracts the fumes instead of attracting to the water in your eyes. That sounds fake, but I'm willing to try it. I will remember that. I will try that next time I have to cut onions, and I will let you guys know. I ended up actually chopping too much onion last night. I made like I made double the amount of vegetables I should have made for my curry last night, and so I just took all the extras and I just put them in a Tupperware and just stuck them in my fridge. So, so I'm not gonna have to cut any more onions for a bit. But next time I will make that attempt. Aren't dull knives dangerous? I mean, I would say that all knives are dangerous. I would argue that a sharp knife is probably more dangerous. Because it's so sharp, you see. But I don't know. This is just a good example. I don't cook very much, so I don't have, like, amazing knives or anything. My brother's, like, a freaking knife fanatic. He spent, like, hundreds of dollars on, like, really nice cooking knives when we lived together. And I would always tease him. If my brother was a D&D class, we decided that he would be a druid and rogue multi-class. Because he likes knives, and he walks very quietly, so it's extremely easy for him to sneak up on me. But also he has, like, a shit ton of plants on the balcony and likes to grow, like, trees and vegetables and shit. He posts his homegrown cherry tomatoes in the family group chat. If I was a D&D class, I would probably be a bard. But like not one of the musical bards. One of like the artsy-fartsy bards, probably. Oh, heck, another one! Seamilus? I'm sorry, I don't know how to... Tell me how to pronounce your name and I'll say it correctly. But thank you for joining the memberships. I appreciate it. One of us. Did that unlock a new emote? Because I think I only needed like 2 more before I got a new emote slot. I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go and check. Default perks. Emoji. Ah, no, I need like 7 more. Dang it. Oh well. Oh well. It's a joke on the word seamless. Okay, so is that how you pronounce it? Seamless. But yes, thank you for joining memberships. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how many new members I needed. It's 7, apparently. Oh my goodness! Aqua Cosplay 23, thank you for joining the memberships. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Starling Squad. Let's go, gamers. One of us. But yeah, just so you guys know, if you join my YouTube memberships, you can see Monday's video right now because I just posted it earlier today. You can find a link for it. If you go to my community tab, you can find a link to the video. I made it an unlisted video because I needed to post it for patrons too. But yeah. Yeah, so if you have a green name, if you have a YouTube membership, if you go on my channel and go to the community tab, my most recent post up there will have a link so that you can watch my newest video. Yeah, wait till after the stream. Stream's almost done. Once I'm done with this batch of pages, I'm gonna call it a night. Because I'm tired and my brain's not working well. get to have more curry for dinner tonight. Because I swear to God, I'm gonna be eating that curry for like days and days and days and days and days. Kiki! Another channel member! Thank you so much for joining the channel memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I should start putting channel members in the video credits as well alongside patrons. I wonder if there's an easy way to download the spreadsheet of all my channel members. There probably is, right? Because that's how I do my patrons list, is like I download the spreadsheet and I just copy paste all the names. Because if you're like just specifically interested in YouTube perks, that's probably the best thing to do rather than Patreon. Yeah, like I mostly added the channel membership so the folks could get emotes. But now there's like chat perks too. Oh yeah. I love the song. Oh, Ariana. You are such a beach. She's a practical bitch, though. Each breakfast vector. Oh man, so fried eggs on toast on this is actually like really fucking good if you guys have never eaten it. It's one of my go-to, like, I have no brain energy foods. I haven't eaten it in a while though. Mostly because I keep forgetting that I have bread. So I don't make toast. Oops. Alright, last page of the night, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Had to choose a Jaden Animations live stream and your stream. I chose you. Oh, well, thank you. I'm so flattered. Everyone keeps saying, so many people say I sound like Jaden. I do not hear it, though. I do not hear it. Like, even a little bit. Our accents are completely different. I don't think our voices sound very similar either. I get compared to a lot of other art YouTubers. And also Minecraft YouTubers, weirdly. People always tell me, it's like, you sound like this person, and half the time I have no idea who they are. What the fuck? Okay. Planning on buying CSB for a future webcomic I'm in the process of making. Do you recommend getting the Pro or EX version? I mean, it kind of depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, I would just like... I have the EX version personally, but I don't think I really use most of the features that come with the EX version. I just got it because it was on sale, and I was like, might as well go big or go home. But, like, look at the list of features and decide for yourself if you think that, like, you would use the features in the EX version. If you don't need them, you can just get on the normal one. And if you decide you want the features, you can always upgrade later, right? Oh, I missed one. Beans. This scene's gonna be a nightmare to print. This whole chapter is gonna be a nightmare to print. There's so much freaking green. Why did I do this? I use so much green and purple in my webcomic. All these colors that are notoriously hard to print. Why am I like this? God damn it. Very bright yellow. Bright yellow, bright green, bright orange is very much the color scheme of this chapter. Okay, I think we're done. I think we're done for the night. That was the last batch I had. It's 8. It's past 8. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make dinner. I'm gonna go eat some freaking curry. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out here, even though if my brain wasn't working super well today. I appreciate it. But yes, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I'll have a new video coming out on Monday, and I'll have a couple of shorts coming out in the interim. My next stream will be happening on Friday. We're doing the exact same thing on Friday, and we're hopefully going to finish all the lettering for the rest of Chapter 4, the last chapter of Volume 1. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But yeah, so let me chill a bit before we call it a night. If you guys haven't read, please go read my webcomic. You guys just watched me draw it for like 3 hours, so if you haven't read it, you should. You should go do that. Dark Horse Workshop, I'm sorry you showed up right as I was ending the stream, but hi. But yeah, so, also, if you enjoy my comic, and you want to see me be another character who is also an angry girly because we support women's wrongs in this house, you should go watch our D&D show, What's Left of Us. Links are in the chat. We have a new episode on the last Friday of every month, and so you guys have plenty of time to get caught up before the next episode. We left on a big old cliffhanger last time. There might be some PvP in the next episode because some shit is happening. But yeah. And then also, yeah, check out my store. I have merch of my Castoff characters and also of me and also a bunch of other stuff. So you guys should go check that out. Okay, I'm going to go eat dinner. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you on Friday. Fare thee well, Franz. Goodbye.